I have to ask, what happened? Seth Petrozelli knocked you out in 14 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds.
Kimbo Slice, his 4th appearance inside the cage.
Believe!
This is what mixed martial arts is all about.
You with Ferg. You called me out.
Listen,
you
dude,
called out Kevin Ferguson,
you are
bro.
a non-factor, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Number 8. Seth Petrozelli. After their controversial fight in which Petrozelli won in 14 seconds, there were discussions about the circumstances leading up to the match. The two fighters met in 2008 at Elite XC Heat, where Petrozelli defeated Slice via KO, TKO in just 14 seconds of round 1.
Gentlemen, this is the main event, and it's showtime. Welcome to CBS Elite XC Style.
Kimbo Slice, his 4th appearance inside the cage of the main event. 3 5-minute rounds. Slice goes down. Slice in trouble. Oh my goodness. Slice get Petrozelli. Shocks the world.
Kimbo Slice is shooting on the referee. He's trying to get the
Mixed martial arts. Seth Petrozelli. Believe.
This is what mixed martial arts is all about.
Slice was originally supposed to take on former UFC fighter Ken Shamrock in the main event, but Shamrock had to pull out the night of the fight due to a cut he received above his eye while sparring. Petrozelli, who was supposed to compete as a light heavyweight on the undercard, agreed to go up in weight to take on Slice in the main event. Just 14 seconds into the opening round, a backpedaling Seth Petrozelli clipped Slice on the way in with a jab, which dropped the street fighting legend. After Petrozelli followed Slice to the canvas with punches to finish him off, Elite XC had lost their cash cow, and the silverback just got his just dues.
But I have to ask, what happened? Seth Petrozelli knocked you out in 14 seconds.
I mean, I changed my kids' Pampers faster than that. With one hand probably tied behind my back, you know, but that night I just was not there mentally.
While Slice would experience another surge in popularity thanks to his appearance on the 10th season of The Ultimate Fighter in 2009, he would never regain the level of appeal he carried with him into his 2 fights on CBS. Number 7. Dada 5000, Dafir Harris. They had a well-publicized feud before their fight at Bellator 149. Both fighters had street fighting backgrounds, and there was a lot of tension leading up to the bout. Dada 5000, whose real name is Dafir Harris, credited his days arranging illegal street fights in Miami. The same types of fight his friend turned rival Kimbo Slice won to become a massive internet celebrity during the mid-2000s. As the genesis for today's rise in bare-knuckle fighting sports. No one on the planet was hotter than Kimbo. Because this was a taboo subject, bare-knuckle fighting was always underground.
You guys get off, let it tell us so we can get out of the way.
Okay. Let's think if you. That's just the difference, bro. I ain't scared of you. Time you need. Come February 19th. Okay.
You do a good job.
I hear you, baby.
I know. I got you, boy.
I hear you.
Got you.
Show the world. Stop rapping.
It's just sad.
Okay, Dada.
Listen, I thank each and every one of you guys.
You fool! Shut up, man.
Man, listen to this
These
right here.
people ain't gonna be here to
I
protect
put my
you
hands
Friday, Dada.
on you. You
Don't
gonna
feel.
understand what it feels like to be helpless for the first time.
You with Ferg. You called me out.
Listen,
you
dude,
called out Kevin Ferguson,
you are
bro.
a non-factor, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Dada 5000 said. So Dada 5000 had an idea about that. He set out to offer other local street fighters the same kinds of chances Slice had. Dada 5000 built his incredible popular street fighting series after Slice left the scene to become a legit professional prize fighter, and he told other stars they could be the next Kimbo. Number 6. Houston Alexander. Kimbo Slice and Houston Alexander had a competitive relationship. They faced off at the Ultimate Fighter Heavyweights finale. The two fighters met in 2009 at the Ultimate Fighter 10 finale, where Slice defeated Alexander via unanimous decision. Alexander pulled a NASCAR and circled left the duration of the bout, a strategy that only Jeff Gordon could be proud of. A few kicks were thrown. Kimbo landed that devastating slam and the fight was over.
Alexander! Fight!
He's going to target with some leg kicks, and he looked for it right there. going to try to chop down Kimbo early.
And Houston powers out of it. Big right hand by Kimbo.
Looking to finish it by submission.
He's got it around the neck, Mike. But he's going to turn. He can turn here and wind on the ground.
The humbleness of Kimbo Slice to assess his own skills, Joe. Hard work coming to fruition here tonight.
Well, you can also tell that by his excellent choice to start training with him, make him better. And you're seeing right now the fruits of his labor.
Kimbo won the unanimous decision, and a few days later, Houston Alexander was released from the UFC. Despite their intense rivalry in the octagon, there is no evidence of any personal conflicts or problems between the two fighters outside of it. Number 5. Roy Nelson. Kimbo Slice and Roy Nelson had a competitive relationship. The two fighters met in 2009 at the Ultimate Fighter 10, where Nelson defeated Slice via TKO in the second round. Nelson had Kimbo down and laid his massive stomach across Kimbo's face, causing Slice to flail and become nearly helpless. After Nelson had him pinned and was pounding Kimbo's head with one punch after another, the fight was called in the second round, a TKO win for Nelson. Number 4. James Thompson. Kimbo Slice and James Thompson had a competitive relationship. The two fighters met in 2008 at Elite XC Primetime, where Slice defeated Thompson via TKO at the 38-second mark of the third round, when referee Dan Miragliotta saw fit to end the fight when Thompson took a couple of hard shots to the head. Prior to taking on James Thompson in a featured bout of the first ever MMA event on Primetime Network television, Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson was a renowned street fighter who gained fame and notoriety from YouTube videos of his backyard brawls with fellow tough men. While the majority of hardcore MMA fans saw Slice headlining a major MMA card as an insult to the sport, the event drew record ratings for an MMA show and proved that Kimbo was a serious draw.
It's the worst feeling I've had in my life because I like I say, not just down to me. Oh, sorry, it is just down to me. It's definitely down to me.
To this level, you want to get yourself to the next level.
I've got a few more levels
right.
to get over, but blasted it. You know, I started off from 12 weeks from this fight, and I needed to, and but I know I'm going to win. Just the fact I've got the fight, not really kept up with the videos I've done. I've not really kept up with my blog. I've got, you know, you hear fighters say that all the time, and it is. That's going to be
the training is the hardest part.
Their bout in Elite XC was particularly memorable due to the finish related to Thompson's swollen ear. Entering the fight with a considerably swollen cauliflower ear, Thompson managed to control the first 2 rounds with effective ground and pound. However, his cauliflower ear popped, and the ref Dan Miragliotta, who is one of the worst refs out there, called a stoppage, which was ridiculous. Number 3. Matt Mitrione. They fought in the UFC after both being contestants on The Ultimate Fighter. The two fighters met in 2010 at UFC 113, where Mitrione defeated Slice via TKO in the second round. Mitrione, a southpaw, proved far too awkward and tough for Slice and finished him via second round TKO in Montreal. Despite their intense rivalry in the octagon, there is no evidence of any personal conflicts or problems between the two fighters outside of it. In fact, Mitrione looks back on his days in the TUF house with Slice with incredible fondness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds. National record of 1 win with no losses. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 253 pounds, Mitrione!
You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Kimbo and Mitrione.
He's locking up a triangle. He's got it. All he has to do is grab that ankle. He's secured it.
Mitrione trying to finish this
now.
Man, that was a power slam by Kimbo.
That was ridiculous.
Kimbo Slice.
That was just a domination by Matt Mitrione. Without a doubt, more professional, brutal leg kicks. Really a very, very impressive performance by Matt Mitrione.
Instantly citing Slice's ability as a chef to make a knockout mix of tangy and spicy barbecue sauces. 1 year after Slice's untimely demise at 42, Mitrione shared his favorite go-to story about his time with Slice. Number 2. Tank Abbott. Kimbo Slice and Tank Abbott had a competitive relationship. The two fighters met in 2008 at Elite XC Street Certified, where Kimbo defeated Tank via KO TKO in the first round. Kimbo's powerful punches were too much for Tank, and he went down quickly in the first round after eating his final punch that sent him to the canvas face first.
Any memories of your fight with Kimbo Slice, who's now passed away?
That fight was interesting. Obeying the rules going on, and one of them was that he understood that, I understood that, and everything else. So I was punching with him, and he hit me in the back of the head after I was told and watched it on the. We're legal, but you know, you pull over on the side of the street at midnight drunk off, so that's what happened.
Number 1. Sean Gannon. The two fighters met in 2004 in an unsanctioned bare-knuckle fight where Gannon became the first man to ever defeat Kimbo Slice. Gannon fought in a grueling scrap that saw him bloodied and sporting a nasty-looking hematoma.
Let's go, bro. Finish this shit. Come on, Kimbo. Let's get this shit. Come on, Sean. Keep working. Clinch. Come on, bro. Here go. Get me back. Hands up. Get me back. Here you go. Right hook. Right hook.
But it was Slice who was unable to get back to his feet in the end. Sean Gannon is known for his underground fight with Kimbo, which was one of the few Kimbo lost in his street fighting days. Later, Gannon transitioned to MMA, but didn't achieve the same level of success as Kimbo. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.